Hello, Obidients. Hello, Nigerians. This is your friend and brother, Dr. Haruna Goro. I believe you're all doing fine. A lot has happened since the so-called kangaroo judgment of the Supreme Court and what happened with the by-elections in Kogi State, Imo State, and Bayelsa. And you can see what's going on in our nation. And many people right now, especially the Obidients, are already kind of losing momentum, and they are allowing these wicked people to break their spirit. But I'm telling you, we cannot afford to allow them to break our spirit. Remember that this whole obedient movement is actually beyond Peter Obi. Peter Obi is just our face because we can see in him integrity, himself and Baba Ahmed. If they had not stolen this election, by now Nigeria will already be a nation to be proud of. If anybody is thinking that there's going to be change through this Tinubu rogue regime, they are wasting their time. And I want to just address the Obidients wherever you are. You know, with all that has happened, the stolen mandate, it's easy for one to give up and just feel like, let me throw in the towel. But if there's ever been a time that we need to stand strong, united, and even be more resilient, it is now. Because the wish and the desire of these wicked politicians is to wear us out through their corrupt ways, and by so doing, we will then give up. Because they said, if we just steal this mandate, use the court, use the judges, and take the mandate from them after rigging the election, using Mahmoud Yakubu of INEC, that's why they say go to court, go to court. But because many young people, let me say the Obedient, are not familiar with how rotten politics is. So we all came with excitement and passion, believing that there was really going to be change and that the votes would count. But you know, these politicians, it's all about corruption and corruption. If we give up now, I'm telling you, they will celebrate it. And so in Imo State, the Obidients, last year they did end of year party, and there's another one coming. I'm going to be speaking there. Aisha will be speaking, and Dr. Mo will be speaking, and a host of many others. And it's the Obidients end of year party on the 15th of December. I'm going to be there. We will be speaking. We want to get our spirits high again. Let these people know that they are a few, and they're not going to stop us from taking our nation back. Obedience, if you give up now, everything that we did with the Million Man March, all the going out to get your PVC and also voting would have just been a futile exercise, like a waste. This is exactly what they want to do. This is their desire. They want to make you get so tired, so worn out, frustrated that you just decide, I'm not going to get involved in anything about Nigeria again. This is their desire. So that's why they're pushing and pushing, doing everything to frustrate us. But we cannot afford to get frustrated. This movement has come to stay, and you must get your fire up. With Christmas coming, a lot of people are saying, I'm tired. This year has been such a bad year. We suffered so much in the hands of these wicked politicians. And so let me just go home, forget everything. Don't bring anything about obedient movement or politics or Peter Obi. That's what some people are already doing now, and sitting back and folding their hands and saying, I'm not going to do anything. But I'm calling upon you. You notice I've not given up with all the broadcasts I've done over 1 year now. But I'm still resilient. Aisha is not giving up. Dr. Mo is not giving up. Charlie Boy is not giving up. Many of the people that have stood up to fight this cause are not giving up. I can go through a host of names. And so that's why I want you to call and join on the 15th. The moment this thing comes, make sure you're part of it, because I'm going to be part of it. I'm looking forward to our having a great time in this year's party. You know what happened, especially in the Imo State. And if we just sit and fold our hands with what Hope Uzodinma did, don't allow people that were part of the obedient movement who are now like a sellout. They are now saboteurs. They are people that are like traitors. We cannot afford to let them influence us negatively. Because in any movement, you will always have the bad eggs that will come in among them, but they have their own sinister plan, they have their own secret agenda, And thank God what is happening now, where we are seeing many of them being exposed that we thought were actually with us, but they were not with us. Remember, this movement is bigger than even Labour Party. That's why we must team up together and strategize and ask ourselves, what's the way forward? Should we just fold our hands and allow these people to take our nation? We are not going to do that. I'm not about to do that. As I said, I'm going to be speaking at the Obidients end of year party. It's going to be party time. You make sure you tune in and spread the news around. We're going to be celebrating our achievement, the fact that we stood up and shook the establishment. That's why they were so scared, and all they could do against us was rig and also use bribery, use money with the Supreme Court and INEC and stole the mandate. But we are regaining our nation very soon. Obedient, we are not quitting, we are not giving up, because we are not of the type that give up. These political rogues are the ones that must give up, but we must keep the fire burning. One love.